Morning, afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this video, whenever you're tuning into Midweek Motivations, you're catching season 2 right now. And this week, in this episode, I really wanted to kind of take a few moments to kind of take a pulse for what's going on around us. And the question I have for everyone, and it seems very connected to what we've been talking about the past couple of weeks, is does change you? And listen, there could be a lot of things that we could talk about in change. And we talked some things about change last week about becoming frozen or it helping you to get momentum to move forward. But what I'm talking about is change. Does it adjust or change who you are? Does it adjust or change your character? Right? Because usually when change happens, it could be small changes, it can be large changes. When change happens, you're either going to get exposed or areas of your character are going to get exposed that you didn't know were cracks or flaws, and it gives you the ability to do something about it, or you see things in ways that you've been working on those areas, and it gives you the opportunity to rise. It gives you the ability to rise to the occasion, to rise to the challenge, to rise up against immorality or rise up against areas in your life that you knew have been dead for a long time. And what I mean, let me give you a visual understanding of this, okay? I know a lot of people that have it's the iPhone versus the Android users, right? And I use an Android. I'm not putting anything against iPhone users. It is what it is. But you ever know those people that have cracks and dents and have things in their phone, but they don't get it changed? They just keep using the phone. They're cutting up their ears. They're cutting up their fingers while they're moving around. And you ask them, like, why do you keep using the phone? And they go, because it works. Or because it would cost me too much to fix it. But in the long run, it's probably costing them more if they didn't get it fixed. And there was one time that on my phone, I had this hairline crack on my phone. I couldn't see the crack. And my phone worked fine, everything worked good. And it would have probably cost me like $40 to change out the screen or $50 to put in like a Gorilla Glass or something harder in my phone. And I didn't do it. And what was happening is over time, just the elements and like dust and like me using the phone and me doing normal day-to-day things, that crack that was hairline that you couldn't see, it started to become more apparent. It started getting larger and larger. It started becoming more defined to the point that like I couldn't use the phone anymore. And that's a good way to look at our character. When changes happen, they can expose hairline cracks or hairline things in our phones that can tell us, you need to get this fixed. You need to do something about this. It may seem small right now. It may not seem large right now. But if you don't change it, it's going to really affect you in the future. And so for some of you, we've had changes that have gone on, not just in your life, changes in your job, changes in your relationships, but changes in our country. And because of these changes in our country, it's had you stepping outside of your character, right? It's had you getting into discussions or getting into heated exchanges with people that you normally wouldn't do. So why is that, right? A good question about our character is, can people not disagree with you? Are you asking yourself that question? Are you thinking to yourself like, can people disagree with me? Do I take it personally when people disagree with me? Do I lash out or do I become angry or do argumentative when people disagree? Because a disagreement is a difference of opinion. An opinion is not absolute right. It's not absolute wrong. It's how someone feels on something. And if you've been this person or you know of someone that because of the changes that have been going on in our country, whether it's the president-elect, whether it was the campaign, whether it's whatever it is, and because of the changes that have gone on, they've decided, I'm just going to go riot. I'm just gonna go bust in windows. I'm gonna go break glass. I'm gonna go stand on sidewalks. And listen, there is nothing wrong with you standing with what you believe, but it's what you do with that matters. So you can stand and you can protest. You can stand and you can make your voice heard over the things of this country because you believe in this country and you love this country, because you want to stand tall and you believe in what you believe in. But it's when that choice from you voicing something and doing it in a respectful way and having people hear you, to now we've gone to an area where no one can disagree with you, and now you're going to take things to a violent level. That's when our character is put into question. And for some of you, you may say, that's not me, David. I'm not doing that. I know who I am. I know my character, and I know that my yes is my yes and my no is my no. But for some of you that are out there, you're doing things right now that are completely against your character. And it started with a very small hairline crack that you never fixed. And it kept getting bigger, and it kept getting bigger, and it kept getting bigger, to the point that you didn't know what to do. And the only thing that you should have done, what you should have done from the very beginning, was change. But you still have time. Let me give you hope. There is still time to change. There's still time to look in the mirror and say, is this the person that I want to be? You know, when I talk about be more, do more, it isn't about just doing things, okay? It isn't just going out there and doing things. Be more than who you are today and do more than what you've ever done is about staying true to who you are, but being the best version of that person that you possibly can be. So I leave you with this. Change is going to happen. Change is the only constant, okay? How you respond to that change is the most important thing that I can tell you about your character in these instances. So if you've noticed those hairline cracks, if you've noticed things about yourself and you haven't fixed them, you still have time. You can make those changes. If it's hard for you to even see those cracks, ask people around you that you trust, that you believe their character is above reproach. See what it is. Be more than the change, right? The change can affect you, but let it affect you in a positive way. Let your character shine. Like a brand new iPhone or brand new Samsung or Android phone glass. Guys, I'm excited to be with you during this journey, during this second season of the shift from where you want to be. And I hope that this is encouraging to you. I hope this is asking questions. It's not just about encouragement. It's not just about motivation. It's having you ask some real questions to yourself that are going to help you to keep your character strong and be more than the person that you were yesterday. All right, guys. I hope to see you soon. I hope to talk to you soon. Comment, share. I'll talk to you soon.